Good evening, everyone, and welcome to The Oval. I'm Mel Jones, and with me for this exciting contest is English superstar Ali Mitchell.
Thanks, Mel. It's great to be here for this match. I'm sure we'll be treated to a spectacular contest. So, I've been considering what the captains might decide at the toss, taking into account the weather and the pitch. And the surface looks very dusty. However, I don't think that'll play into the bowlers' hands much. There should be runs in this wicket. I'll be batting first. Very cloudy, but any rain that's around is going to miss us.
Great information there from Ali Mitchell. It's time for the toss. Let's join the pitch side to see who'll be donning the pads first. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away. Time to put the squeeze on now. Found the edge the last ball. Just need to keep hitting that same spot again. Confident appeal. Could it be? Edged. Amazing delivery. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. There'll be runs here. Nicely played.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away. Can she come back with a dot ball?
Edged it. No one there. Could be four. End of the over. 10 runs coming from it. Uttar Pradesh are 10 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
Had a real flash at that one, beautifully struck too.
A good contest here at the moment, 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot, no chance at all for the fielders.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Caught, one of the easiest catches you'll see.
Talia, the new batter in, but she won't be facing... just yet.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Edged! Unplayable! Half a chance missed. Confident appeal. Time to follow up such a great delivery. Pitching on a length is obviously the way to go. Bowled! No luck at all on that one.
Left-handers out in the middle, doing a quick final check of equipment.
Shot. Should be runs. Straight to the fielder. Into the gap, and it's an easy single there. McGrath, taking guard, has been playing well in recent matches. They'll be eager to get bat on ball and bring their A game for this innings. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
Sloppy signs there. Mumbai will need to be better than that in the field. Needless overthrow for 4.
Harman will be happy with that over. As a captain, that's the sort of reply you need from a bowler after being hit around a bit.
They've settled into a nice rhythm, that over, it seems.
Solid shot, going for 4.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
There could be a couple if they hustle. That's edged. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward, putting plenty of pressure on the batter. Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. They'll get at least one.
Good throw from the D. Bang on target.
Harman, the spinner, coming into the attack.
Into the attack for Mumbai.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Shot. Could be 2 as the fielder comes around to cut it off.
Sharma left alone, through to the keeper.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Power and precision in that shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Sharma has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Shot! Punched into the gap and that's racing away.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
I think the batters are going to be pretty confident coming out to bat. It's a small total to chase down and this should be comfortable. The bowlers are going to have to be switched on from ball 1.
Yastika, the left-handed batter, taking guard. Will want a solid start.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Hit that one on the arch. A fabulous drive for 6.
Henry shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Misses everything. Wow, that's missed the lot. Big appeal. The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it up to the 3rd umpire.
Didn't have a lot going for it. It's hit them outside the line and will be not out. A review lost, the decision upheld. The replay shows it's not hitting the stumps.
The umpire vindicated on that last delivery. It's a review wasted. Too good. That is huge.
This batter is brilliant off the back foot, transfers their weight back and pulls it away for a maximum. Might look to go big again here.
Drives it into the covers. Fielders have no chance.
Just sheer power power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running. Needs a dot ball.
End of the first over. Mumbai are now on.
Going with spin now.
The new bowler into the attack to put up her dish.
Middle, what a start.
Well, they've faced one ball, scored 6 runs. Can't be much more efficient than that.
Tried for something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Poor shot, really lucky.
The right-hander out in the middle and just about ready to go. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Shot, should be runs. Oh, great run out.
Harman, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings.
Drives it, wild shot. That's right out of the meat of the bat. This could be out.
End of the second over. Mumbai are now
A new bowler is coming into the
on.
attack.
The new bowler into the attack to put up her dish.
Nicely played.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch. That's a solid shot. Loud shout! Oh, that's close. For me, at first look, it's hitting the stumps, but it's got to be close.
Height shouldn't be an issue. It's impacted in line too.
Good decision by the umpire, got it spot on, and that's a review lost.
Amelia, the new batter, right-hander, will look to settle in quickly.
Four all the way, save your legs. Another poor over completed. The batters are starting to have a field day. The momentum is all in one direction.
End of the third, exquisite batting. Bowlers have come out with no energy, and the batters have made them pay. It could win them the match.
Gone! Great catch.
The left-hander out in the middle looks to set themselves early on. She's got her tail up.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. Could be close. Could that be out? Looks like it.
New batter out in the middle, but starting from the non-striker's end, she'll need to wait a bit.
Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge 6.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Timed that absolutely perfectly.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
End of the fourth over. The score is now
Going with pace now.
the new bowler into the attack for Uttar Pradesh.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder. Gone! Great catch, quick reactions.
Left-hander out in the middle, almost ready to face their first ball.
That's going a long way back. Almost effortless batting.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. Brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. How will she reply?
Huge! That's flown!
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you've enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.
Good afternoon to all. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in commentary today is Ali Mitchell.
Looking forward to this one. It should be a cracking game.
Thanks, Alison. We're to go down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
Not much reaction coming from the crowd. The opposition captain wins the toss and says they'll have a bat. Young opening the batting, right-hander, very capable with the bat. The left-hander will be up at the non-striker's end. These two will look to make a solid start for their team.
Absolutely middle that.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Can't get that outside the ring field. That's the end of the over. One run coming from it. New Zealand are 1 for none.
End of the first, not many runs off it. Good start by the bowlers.
Bumrah, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. Shot, should be runs here.
Young with a leave. Didn't like the width.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. The bowler looks really confident. Oh, that's close.
Ratchin in the middle. I want to get the feet moving from the get-go.
Couldn't get it through the field. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. They'll get at least one here. Ravindra taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Great shot. At least one on offer. Over. New Zealand are 3 for 1.
Another good over by the bowlers. Bowled to their field well and mixed their deliveries nicely.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Ravindra ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Siraj finds the outside edge, but it goes through the slip fielders. That's unlucky. Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. There'll be runs here. Doesn't beat the infield.
A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Edge, but it drops safely. Good return there, back from the deep. End of another disappointing over. Gill has to be asking what's going wrong. It's not what you expect from a key bowler.
So no change to the run rate. The batters need to think about taking some risks soon if they want the best results from the power play.
Outside edge and doesn't carry. Well bowled there. India with a massive shout. Oh wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch. And that's out. First slip with a good catch.
Latham, left hand, middle or... What a batter taking guard.
Edged it. No one there. Could be 4. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. There could be a couple if they hustle. Finds the fielder with that shot. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Shot, should be runs here. Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. And that's gone, amazing catch.
Mitchell, the new man in, but will start from the non-striker's end.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. get at least one here. Oh, what a chance. Siraj with a huge appeal. Great shot. At least one on offer. They've gone up here. That's a solid shot.
Bonus runs here, 4 of them. The field are probably thinking of keeping the batters honest, but it's only succeeded in frustrating the bowler. How will he reply?
Nice shot. Runs possible. It mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Over pitch, punch through the leg side. Fielder's got some work to do. Return from out on the boundary, good fielding. It's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Mitchell lets it go through to the keeper.
That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. New Zealand, 19 for 3.
It's a tough start, but soon the field will spread and they can start pushing for 2s and 3s.
Going with spin now.
The spinner coming on to bowl.
Swept away, but finds the fielder. There'll be runs here. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
Yes.
He's quick onto that in the infield. Worked away. That's a nice single. Yada ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
They'll get at least one here. That's a confident appeal. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Great shot, through the gap.
End of the over. The batting team are now on 23 for 3.
Siraj, coming back into the attack, has done well so far. There could be a couple if they hustle. Nice solid defensive shot. Huge shot. That's a massive shot, just incredible.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Shot, should be runs here.
Conway watched it carefully and left alone.
Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
End of the over. New Zealand are now 29 for 3.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Great shot, at least one on offer. Driven through cover, just the one. That's a solid shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. Straight to the fielder. Gill will be happy with that over. As a captain, that's the sort of reply you need from a bowler after being tapped around a bit.
They just haven't got going, have they? It's been a great bowling performance, though.
Big edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Cuts that off well in the infield. Scamper through for a single. Good running. Shot. At least 2 on offer. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. There'll be runs here. Nicely played.
End of the 11th over. The batting team are now...
Yada coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far.
The spinner coming on to bowl.
Shot. Should be runs here. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Mitchell ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target.
Cracks off the bat. Nice shot. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Mitchell taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Chance to run 2.
End of the 12th over. The batting team are now on 39 for 3.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
Yes.
Mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. They'll get at least one here. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. There'll be runs here.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Nice shot. Runs possible. Right out of the middle of the bat. That's a solid shot. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
Over New Zealand, but now on 48 for 3.
Shot, should be runs here. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Siraj with a huge appeal. Nicked it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. There could be a couple if they hustle. Couldn't get it through the field.
End of the 15th over. New Zealand are now on 49 for 3.
Yes.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep.
Pick that up nicely and they'll get a couple of runs. Edged, unplayable. Well, that over improves their economy rate somewhat. Still work to be done, though.
It's been good bowling. Batters just haven't adjusted to the conditions tonight.
Jadeja, the spinner, coming into the attack. Great shot. At least one on offer. Nice shot. Runs possible.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
That's
Yes.
right out of the middle of the bat. Smacks that away through the gap.
Yes.
They'll get at least one here.
End of the 17th over. New Zealand are now 59 for 3.
Left alone by the batter.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run. There could be a couple if they hustle. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Oh, great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Oh, wow, brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Bracewell, the new batter in, but won't be facing just yet. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Nicely played. Can't get that outside the ring field. Was quick onto that in the infield. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Great shot. At least one on offer. Shot. Should be runs here. There'll be runs here. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
They've been pegged back to the point of scoring at a sort of test match rate. Extremely well bowled.
Shot. At least two on offer. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Nicked it. That's out. Caught. And safe hands from the keeper.
Chapman just about ready to go out in the middle. He's got their tail up.
They'll get at least one here. Driven through extra cover. We'll get a single. Flicks off the pads nicely. That'll go away fine, and there should be at least a few runs added.
End of the 20th over. New Zealand are now on 64 for 5.
Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Nice shot. Runs possible. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Big edge.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time to choose the right end, but unfortunately they went for the wrong one.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Huge edge. Punch through the onside. Great balance, and into the gap it goes. Should be a few at least here.
End of the 21st over. New Zealand are now on 67 for 5.
Mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple. This could be out. Chapman taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. There could be a couple if they hustle. Chapman ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Chance to run two. Great shot through the gap. Shot, should be runs here. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Into the 22nd over. The batting team are now 70 for 5.
That's a boundary save for sure. Worked away, that's a nice single. Thick edge. Big throw there, and it's on target. Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
End of the 23rd over. New Zealand are now on 73 for 5.
Patel comes back into the attack. The runs have slowed. They're a good option to continue tying these batters down. They'll get at least one here. Cover drive through cover point, 1 run. Massive outside edge.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Nice shot. Runs possible. Nicely played.
End of the 24th over. New Zealand are now on 76 for 5.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. There'll be runs here. Shot, should be runs here. Doesn't beat the infield.
End of the 25th over. The score is now 81 for 5.
Caught first ball of the new over. What a disappointment.
Santner, the left-hander out in the middle, looks keen to get going.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
No shot offered there.
No, no, no. Terrible shot. Swept away down to deep square. Just the one. Nicked it. Outrageous catch. What a wicket to get. And great catch. Brilliant work.
Jacob coming in, but will be starting from the non-striker's end.
Going with pace now.
The captain is going with the medium pacer.
There could be a couple if they hustle. They'll get at least one here. Nice shot. Runs possible. Couldn't get it through the field.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of two.
Straight to the fielder.
End of the 27th over. The batting team are now on 82 for 7.
And a scamper through for a single. Good running.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. shot. Should be runs here. Edge, but it drops safely. And dropped. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Swept away fine. Should just be a single.
End of the 28th over. New Zealand are now 85 for 7.
Clever shot, moved across the line of the ball and just clipped it away. Fine leg won't stop that. Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. There'll be runs here. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot.
Jacob watched it carefully and left alone.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
Still honing in on their lines. Batter happy to let it go through.
20 for 7.
Nice shot. Straight to gully. Oh, that just didn't stick. There could be a couple if they hustle. Edged. Oh no, you cannot afford to miss chances like that. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Nice shot. Runs possible. They'll get at least one here. Driven through extra cover. We'll get a single.
End of the 30th over. The batting team are now on 92 for 7.
Shot, should be runs here. Duffy ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Nicely played. Was quick onto that in the infield. Duffy taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Great shot. At least one on offer. Shot. Yes. At least two on offer. Rolled the wrists over nicely, down toward fine. Fielder needs to put their skates on to catch it.
Well, the fielder can only fetch that, hooked away to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Two straight and punch through the leg side. Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
End of the over. New Zealand are now on 98 for 7.
Jadeja coming back into the attack. They'll be wanting to improve their figures a bit. A quick wicket would work nicely. That's a solid shot. Over the infield with a cracking shot. That's a boundary save for sure. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Nice solid defensive shot. Patel coming back into the attack.
Coming into the attack.
There could be a couple if they hustle. There'll be runs here. Nice shot. Runs possible. Chance to run 2. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. Can't get that outside the ring field.
End of the 33rd over. New Zealand are now 103 for 7.
Yeah, nice early call. That's an easy run. Jadeja, straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
Jamieson, the new man in, right-hander, coming in down the order this match. He's got their tail up.
And again, see you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
Henry, the new batsman at the crease, right-hander. In the lower order today, we'll see how he approaches the innings.
On a hat-trick now. Don't worry, the nerves will be there for the bowler and the batter. Shot, should be runs here. And gone, straight to the keeper. This total is well below par, and the openers are going to be looking to close this out quickly. The bowlers are going to have to find something to make up for the rest of the batting team's failures.
Rohit, the right-handed batter, out in the middle, doing some quick final checks. Here we go. First ball.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Left alone by the batter. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
They'll get at least one here. Overpitched, punched through the leg side. Fielder's got some work to do. There could be a couple if they hustle. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary.
End of the first over. India are now on none for none.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Is coming into the attack.
Nicely played. Doesn't beat the infield.
Gill watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
There'll be runs here. Nice shot. Yep. Runs possible.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Driven through extra cover. We'll get a single.
End of the second over. The batting team are now on 1 for none.
Great shot. At least one on offer. That's gone. Just clips the bails, but it's enough.
Kohli just about ready to go out in the middle. First ball for the batter coming in.
Mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Can't afford to go too full again. does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Wow, that's missed the lot. That's a solid shot. This should be close. Pick that up nicely and they'll get a couple of runs. Absolutely middle that.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Santner will be happy with that over. As a captain, that's the sort of reply you need from a bowler after being tapped around a bit.
It's slow and steady at the moment, but that's all they need. They've got control of this match right now.
Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Tried something a bit different. Last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. That's gone. Good afternoon to all, and you join us for this one-day match between India and New Zealand. My name is Adam Gilchrist, and back again with me today is Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for the fabulous introduction. We're just about ready to get underway.
Thanks, Ali. We're to go down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
Neither captain will be too upset here. There's a good opportunity to get runs early on, but also there's something in it for the bowlers if they can stay focused. Rohit opening the batting, right-hander, very capable with the bat. Gill will be his partner today, starting at the non-striker's end.
Oh, great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.